Howdy, everyone. Hope everybody is doing great. I just want to have a real candid conversation with you all regarding some things that I see in our industry, in the financial markets and Forex, that I believe is a major contributing factor to one's lack of success. I think it's a hinder, and it bothers me, and I try to do everything that I can to help people become centered and focused in the right direction. But I understand human nature, and I understand that when you desire a thing, you know, if it's not controlled, if your emotions are not controlled, you'll find yourself subjected to a lot of shiny objects, a lot of false promises, a lot of misleading information, and all of that results in you not accomplishing what you're setting out to accomplish. So the first thing I'm going to say to you is that this is not going to come easy. And I don't care if you're a Forex trader, I don't care if you're a doctor, I don't care what your pursuits are. You're pursuing a plumber, electrician, a carpenter. It does not matter. Anything that you are pursuing success in is going to take time. And depending on what that is, will determine how much time it takes. It determines how much additional effort and energy and adjustment that needs to be made. That's just it. So if that is not something that you're willing at this time to embrace, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, right? One thing I'm not going to do is mislead you. And one of the things that I see happen all the time in our industry is very misleading, and that is people who come on social media and they talk about, all the money that you can make if you do this, because of this particular maybe indicator or this particular strategy. I made X amount of thousands of dollars in 7 days, and all of that kind of stuff. And I know that you all see it as well. And of course, guys, you have to know that is advertised that way because people understand that we are motivated by money, and we are basically accustomed to chasing money, right? And we are a society that wants everything fast. We want it now, we want it now, we want it now. And so people that market like that, they understand that, and they're going to get quite a few people to buy into the hope, to buy into the possibility of making thousands of dollars in a week or making thousands of dollars in a month. And it bothers me because it's so misleading. It's so misleading. We see it even with individuals that are showing their account balances, in conjunction with a process that they do, or in conjunction with a set of tools that they use. And so the subliminal message is, hey, you see, you're looking at it, whether it's a live or demo, doesn't matter, because it registers in the mind of the person that I can do this fast too, right? But you see the money, right? You see the money growing in the account. You see that, and you hearing, what this individual is doing to make that happen. It's the same thing. Anytime that you lead with money is very misleading, especially in our industry, because before you make a dime consistently, please hear me, before you make a dime consistently, you have to make major adjustments in your mindset first. You have to make major adjustments in your environment. You have to make sacrifices. You have to be willing to forego quite a few things that do not put you in a position to win. And 90% of the activity that we engage in does not put us in a position to win. Take an assessment of your life and what you engage in, whether that's in conversation, who you physically are around, What are you doing when you're home? Are you watching TV? Are you reading a book? Are you sleeping? Are you eating? What are you doing? Take stock of that. Identify that. And you will find that a good portion of your time, effort, and energy is spent in activity that is not conducive to your success. So all of these things have to be considered and has to be addressed and has to be realigned and repositioned so that repositioned in a way that's going to create success for you. So it's not an overnight thing. And that's one of the reasons why I'm not for everyone. Because first and foremost, I don't lead with money. Very, 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 very seldom, if at all, you would ever see a video of me talking about my account, showing my account, or promising that you can make all of this money. I don't do that because I understand that a whole lot has to take place before the money comes. You don't even have to focus on the money if you're willing to embrace the process. Because when you embrace the process, no matter how long it takes, see, that's the key. If you put a time limit on the process, you're not there yet. You have to get to a point where your mindset is whenever it happens. Whenever it happens. I'm going to embrace the process until I'm going to study. I'm going to perfect. I'm going to show up until, right? Not until next week, not until next month, but until. So it's ongoing. It's a progressive effort to be what you need to be, to become the person that you need to become to amass the success that you're looking for. That's where the effort has to be. That's where all of the energy has to be. That's the communication that needs to go forth. No empty promises of all of this money you're going to make, because at the end of the day, I don't know what you're going to do. Regardless if I'm making, $3,000 and $4,000 a trade, and I trade, I'm trying to make sure I don't crash, guys. And I trade, 3 times a week. That's pretty darn good for my lifestyle. But I'm not going to promote that in an effort to get your attention. I'm not going to promote that in an effort to get you to join my trading community. No. It's misleading, and it sets you up for failure. It sets you up for failure. I care about your success, and I believe that I have a really good understanding of the reality of our industry. And the reality is the money will come when you become the person that can create it. That's it. The money will come when you become the person that can create it. So I'm not going to lead with what I make, because what I make is irrelevant to what you're going to make, right? I've been trading now for 7 years. 7. I lost a lot of money learning what? I thought it was learning the skill, but no. I didn't lose money because I was learning the skill. I lost money because I was not the person that was able to amass consistent profits. I wasn't that person, because I still was operating under some very, very severe dysfunctional relationship with money. So I had to evolve into a person that can consistently profit. And that's the rule book across the board for everybody. So when I see people on social media, promising, and they're not using the word, it's subliminal messages, right? They're speaking to your your urges. They're speaking to your limitation. They're speaking to your lack of growth. They're speaking to that person, because that person is uncontrolled. That person does not know. That person isn't evolved, right? That person is impulsive. And that's the person that they're speaking to. And when you are seeing things like that, your impulses are on alert, and you hit that button. You buy that indicator. You buy that process. You buy into whatever the program is that they're selling you, only to be lost, only to be frustrated, only to continue to lose money. So guys, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. So I know I'm not for everyone, but if you're ready to do the work and you have the right mindset, the right perspective as to what it's going to take, and you're not looking for a shiny object, but rather you're ready to do the work, then I'm that person. I'm that person. Because my environment that I've created is a teaching environment. I'm going to teach you the skill. I'm going to teach you the skill, right? I'm not making false promises that you're going to make this, that, and the amount of money next week, next month, or next year. But I'm going to equip you with the knowledge that you need in order to do that. At least that part, right? And I'm going to share with you what it's going to take psychologically, but you still have to do it. So if you understand that and you embrace that and you want a real environment, and you are ready to receive this money when it comes, when you become that person, then I'm the person that you would probably benefit from, aligning with me. If not, find the person that aligns with where you are and what you're looking for. Okay? But don't fall for the banana in the head and the tailpipe by thinking that when you buy a particular process, or you buy a particular indicator, or you join a particular group because they advertised it in a way that makes you believe that you're going to make all of this money in a relatively short period of time. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to your family. Don't do that to yourself, because it's false advertisement, and it's only going to lead you down the wrong path, further and further away from the success that you desire. So hopefully that has resonated. Hopefully that has. Subscribe to the channel though. Subscribe to the channel. Consider joining the 20 pip trading community. And our trading plan, is very, very specific. It's very specific, right? What I teach is one thing, perfecting one thing first. But join the community, join the Facebook group and all that good stuff. And subscribe, comment, do all that stuff too. I appreciate it. And I will talk to you on the next time. Alrighty. Bye-bye.